They say it takes a village to raise a child. It takes multiple hands to turn a tassel. They say you should never doubt a committed few obsessed with changing the world. They were talking about us. The architects of an archetype building for the collective. With the wisdom of an elder and the creativity of a child, we treat our legacy like Legos. We deconstruct, dismantle, rebuild, and repeat the process, rejecting narratives that were meant to mislead us and receive the support from those who want to see us succeed. See, I may be a first-generation graduate, but I'm a seventh-generation alchemist. My family has always known how to create something from nothing, to turn scarcity into abundance, transforming inequities into demands for justice. We've learned to turn stereotypes into scholarships, unblazed trails into paved pathways, laying a foundation for generations to come and for our last trick. Watch us turn our ancestors' wildest dreams into reoccurring realities, navigating hallways of institutions whose floors thought that they would never feel our footsteps. Now I leave Air Max 90 footprints everywhere that I go because I know that my potential is limitless. Backed by a community who knows how to hope with their hands, holding the ideal that when it comes to elevation, the kinesthetic is more important than the auditory, and auditoriums and classrooms aren't the only place that I exist. I've had to persist through more than just pandemics, so I dare you to doubt me. I'll send you an invitation to my college graduation with gold ropes draped over my shoulders, knowing that I move mountains and push boulders to be here, and I'm still standing. Turning tassels has become my new favorite pastime. I'm blowing past projections with the knowledge of the past and present. I'm the return on my town's investment. City on my back, I'm headed in the right direction, serving the city that served me. The youth are my reflection. I was built to give back. Destined to be a leader. Informed by more than just textbooks, my will has been tested. Academia has given me assessments, and I've been resilient enough to pass them both. I'm a child of this village, a bridge builder, pathway paver, a catalyst from a collective that is cut from the same cloth. They say that you should never doubt a committed few, obsessed with changing the world. They were talking about us. And if you don't believe me, just watch what we do next.
Good evening, everyone. I hope you enjoyed that phenomenal piece by Emmy-nominated poet, speaker, and educator, Christian Paige. Mr. Paige, we want to thank you for your talents and for your efforts and for the inspiring words that you gave all of us on this evening. Bridge builders, students that were not giving any type of credit or support or overlooked. We call them first-gen students, and now we call them seventh-generational alchemists, students that made something out of nothing to impact many. Mr. Paige, your words were powerful, and we will forever be grateful for the life that you spoke on this evening. My name is Rob Jones. I am a College Success Foundation Tacoma College Prep Advisor at Lincoln High School. I'm excited to be this year's MC for College Success Foundation Virtual Empowering Youth Tacoma. Before we start, I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge the land that we are on. We acknowledge that we stand on the traditional homelands of the Puyallup tribe. The Puyallup people have lived on and stewarded these lands since the beginning of time, and they continue to do so today. We want to recognize their forced removal and their continued fight to live on their ancestral lands. College Success Foundation is committed to uplifting the voices, experiences, and histories of the Indigenous people of this land and beyond. We encourage you to join us in learning more about the First Peoples and your community and how to honor them. I've had the pleasure of being with CSF for over 15 years. And during that time, I have been fortunate to help many students make the transition from high school to college. It was from observing the work of my parents, Robert and Debbie Jones, seeing them work alongside with youth, whether it was summer enrichment programs or mentoring programs. I was able to witness this early on as a young boy. And it was through those years, those formative years, that I saw the impact that both of my parents were able to make on the city of Tacoma. That stuck with me. And when I became employed with the Success Foundation, I continued that same passion and the work that I currently do now. And I just would like to say for that, CSF, thank you. Thank you for joining us tonight for our 9th annual Empowering Youth event. Normally, we would gather in person to celebrate our graduating class. But to keep you and those we care about safe, we decided to go, virtual. It has been an exciting but yet challenging year for our students. We know that many of our students have encountered challenges that they did not expect. And for that, we want to say to you this evening, thank you for your grit, your courage, and your tenacity to not give up. With that, sometimes change does bring about some uncomfortability that sometimes we don't want. But I have noticed this: with change comes growth and development and maturity. And we hope that is the case for our young people on this evening as they go onto the next phase of their life. The high school seniors you will see today are preparing to graduate and start their college journeys. They are joining us as representatives from all of the comprehensive high schools here in Tacoma that CSF serves. But they represent just a small percent of the many high school seniors who will be graduating in Tacoma this June with the help of CSS programs. They are the reason we are here today, and they are the inspiration for the important work. This virtual event is a celebration of student success and changing lives through education. On behalf of College Success Foundation, I would like to take a moment to recognize the lead sponsors for today's event. Thank you to our summa cum laude sponsor, an anonymous, generous supporter. Thank you to our magna cum laude sponsor, Dimmer Family Foundation. Thank you to our cum laude sponsors, Bates Family Foundation, BECU, Graduate Tacoma, and Kaiser Permanente. Thank you to our high honor sponsors, Molina Healthcare, Pacific Lutheran University, Sound Credit Union, Wendy and Jay Strickers, the Evergreen State College, and WSECU. Thank you to our Dean's List sponsors, J. Ray, Shanna and Brent Lamar, Morton McGoldrick, Multi-Care Health System, Tacoma Community College, University of Puget Sound, University of Washington, Tacoma, and the legendary Willie Stewart. Thank you to all of our generous sponsors. Your tremendous support is greatly appreciated. Our students often come from low-income families and are the first in their family to attend college. We come together this evening to support CSS's mission to provide our students with the support and services to ensure they finish high school, graduate from college, and succeed in life. It is a pleasure to announce that through a generous donor, every donation we receive this evening, over $250, will be matched up to a total of $50,000. Now, how awesome is that? I would also like to recognize the event planning committee, whose hard work and vision were the driving forces behind today's event. Thank you all. And lastly, a tremendous thank you goes out to our silent auction donors. Thank you all as well. Now, let's watch how much CSF has grown throughout the years.
It began with a simple but grand idea. Every student, regardless of ability to pay, deserves the chance to attend college. A college degree should not be a privilege. It should be a right.
Imagine it, a future of equality, of equal access, and of equal opportunity.
It wouldn't matter where you're from. The only thing that would matter is your dream. A doctor, a nurse, a performer, a creative, a scientist, an advocate.
What would it take? What would it look like?
20 years ago, a group of prominent community leaders came together to create the College Success Foundation, an organization designed to help underserved, low-income students achieve their dream of a college education. An organization built to close the achievement gap, to harness the energy and potential of future generations, to build a brighter future.
Over the past 2 decades, CSF have expanded throughout the state of Washington and all the way to our nation's capital. By pairing in-depth student advising with financial assistance, we've created a scalable and effective model of success.
Since the initial investment from the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation 20 years ago, CSF has helped students overcome personal tragedies, financial recessions, and even a global pandemic. Yet, no matter the situation, through good times and bad, we remain laser-focused on our ultimate goal: student success.
Our program is unique. We start early, beginning with students in middle school, and support, inspire, and guide them through college completion. It is about honoring our students' lived experience, a holistic approach that is tailored to fit the academic, emotional, financial, and social needs of each scholar.
It is about supporting our students' dreams of a better life for themselves and opportunities for their children and families.
We wouldn't be here celebrating our 20th anniversary without the hard work and dedication of supporters like you. We owe extraordinary gratitude to many inspiring, dedicated, and caring people. To our co-founders, our legislators, and public servants. To our former and current dedicated staff. To our volunteers, mentors, and educational partners. And to our financial contributors. You have our sincerest and heartfelt appreciation.
Thanks to each of you, we are proud to announce that College Success Foundation has now helped over 11,000 students to graduate from college.
Our 11,000 alumni live all across the country and throughout the world. They're conducting cutting-edge research. They're advocating for access and equality. They're strengthening societies overseas. They're supporting the underserved. And are working hard every day to improve their neighborhoods, protect our freedoms, and build stronger communities.
Their success fuels our passion and dedication. We see the potential that lies in every student. And with your continued commitment and support, we can ensure the next generation of students has the opportunity to achieve their dreams.
We have come a long way since we first opened our doors in 2000. 9 years later, in 2009, College Success Foundation Tacoma was created to support the students in our community. Now, I would like to introduce our president and CEO of the College Success Foundation. James Dorsey has served as College Success Foundation's president and CEO since August 2018. With over 35 years of progressive leadership in improving educational equity for underserved students, James has dedicated his career to education reform and leading national, statewide, campus-based programs with a focus on promoting historically underrepresented communities.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. It is a joy and honor to have you at this evening's Empowering Youth Tacoma. Well, let us be honest. The primary purpose of Empowering Youth events is to raise resources for CSF and our students. However, this event also is about celebrating our students, their perseverance, and their success. This past year has taken its toll on all of us. It tested us physically, emotionally, and mentally. At CSF, we speak of perseverance and grit. But no one could have prepared our students for the year they experienced. Campuses shut down, cafeterias were closed, classes went online. If there were ever a time during our 20-year history to be proud of our scholars, it is now. We all need something to cheer about right now and celebrating life. And what could be better then revealing and rejoicing the achievements of nearly 250 high school seniors this evening. They have already experienced a lot in life, but I know it will make them stronger leaders tomorrow. I'd like to take a moment to thank the staff, in particular the student advisors at CSF. You have helped students overcome some unimaginable hardships this year. And from the bottom of my heart, I applaud you for the extra effort during these challenging times. It is May, and that signals graduation season. It is a time filled with positivity and optimism. Positivity as the COVID pandemic begins to slow and come to a bit under control. And tremendous optimism as we celebrate CSF scholars who have persisted. They have not, nor will they let COVID disrupt their dreams and ambitions. And lastly, to our scholars, you highlight the very best of our work. You have done well this year, something to be proud of for sure. But you need to stay focused. College is around the corner, and know this, we will be with you every step of the way.
We all know what a difficult year this has been for all of us. We also know the health workers and those who've been on the front line, risking their own lives and their family lives to make sure that our community is being served. We would like to take just a moment and give some respect, acknowledgement to those who have been on the front line during this pandemic to let you know that your efforts are not being taken for granted. We appreciate you, and we hope that you are safe and well. Nina Thatch is a CSF alumna and Mount Tacoma High School graduate. She is now in her second year of medical school at the Elson S. Floyd College of Medicine at Washington State University in Spokane. Nina, take it away.
Hey everyone, my name's Nina Thatch.
Nina Thatch.
I am a second-year medical student at the Washington State University Elson S. Floyd College of Medicine and former CSF scholar from Mount Tacoma High School.
Growing up, I always dreamt of going to college, and as a first-generation student, my family and I knew very little about the process of getting into college or how to afford it. I saw how hard my parents worked every day, them juggling multiple jobs, caring for my grandparents, giving me and my younger siblings the best life that they can. Immigrating to the United States from Cambodia and Vietnam, I have listened and learned about their hardships and the adversity they faced. Regardless of their struggle though, they showed resilience and never wavered in motivating us to keep studying. Our favorite saying was "Komrian," meaning study hard in Khmer. And I worked to balance high school, running start, extracurriculars, and a part-time job. With every opportunity that came my way, I enjoyed immersing myself within the community and volunteered in multiple organizations, including the Salvation Army, local food banks, and the local hospitals. I saw the struggles of others, and listening to their stories, it dawned on me that the health inequities that impact their health and well-being. Through this journey, the amazing mentors I had through TRIO and the CSF Heroes and Achievers program, they helped me connect with the programs that guided me towards college and ultimately helped me get into medical school. Without their discipline, brutal honesty, and unconditional support, I would not have been able to attend Pacific Lutheran University, let alone get a full ride, and ultimately obtaining my Bachelor's of Science in Biology. College Success Foundation not only opened the doors to college for me, but my mentors, Melody Rodriguez, DJ Christosimo, and Angela Phillips, have been superheroes who continue to guide students to success, like they did for me. They provided feedback on essays for college and scholarships, provided the space for me to be vulnerable or at ease, and then connected me with others that shared the same frustrations, concerns that they had through this process. My dream is to continue their legacy and become a mentor to future generations of students and help them find their passion. My goal is to finish medical school and return home to Tacoma to practice as a family physician, caring for the community that helped me become the person that I am today. Until that dream is accomplished, I will continue to be humble, determined, and Comrian. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing your beautiful and inspiring story, Nina. We know you will do amazing things as a family physician in our Tacoma community. I would now like to introduce someone who many of you know quite well. We are lucky to have her as our executive director for College Success Foundation Tacoma. Please welcome the phenomenal Shanna Lamar.
Thank you, Rob. Here at College Success Foundation, we are honored to collaborate with the educators in our community. At this time, I would like to recognize our Tacoma School District Superintendent and the high school and middle school principals who are joining us this evening. Every one of these individuals are critical partners in the success of our students. Superintendent Carla Santorno, Foss High School Principal Lysandra Ness, Lincoln High School Principal Pat Irwin, Mount Tahoma High School Principal David McColgan, Stadium High School Principal Shannon Marshall, Wilson High School Principal Bernadette Ray, and Sammy and Soda's Principal Kristen Tender. In addition, I would like to recognize our partners who are middle school principals: Amy Latimer from Baker, Casey Cox from First Creek, Shannon Graves from Giadroni, Sean Martin from Gray, Kim Meser-Smith from Stewart, and Andre Stout from Truman. We also have our valued post-secondary partners and leadership with us this evening. From Pacific Lutheran University, President Alan Belton. From the University of Puget Sound, President Isaiah Crawford. From the University of Washington, Tacoma, Chancellor Mark Pagano. From Pierce College, CEO and Chancellor Michelle Johnson. From Tacoma Community College, President and Dr. Ivan Harold II. From Clover Park Technical College, Dr. Joyce Lovejoy. And from the Evergreen State College, President George Bridges. Now allow me to tell you more about how the College Success Foundation works with our Tacoma students. Annually, we support more than 2,500 students in 6 middle schools, the 5 comprehensive high schools, at Sammy, Soda, and at the University of Washington, Tacoma. Our programs work. College Success Foundation scholars have a high school graduation rate of 97%. And 5 out of 10 scholars graduate from college. In fact, already more than 1,400 of our scholars have earned post-secondary degrees, and some have even gone on to complete advanced degrees. We are truly providing a foundation for college success. The College Success Foundation model is unique. We embed CSF staff members in middle schools, high schools, and local colleges. Our staff work with students throughout the school day in collaboration with school principals, teachers, and counselors. Our goal is to keep our students on track for high school graduation and establish plans for post-secondary education. Our middle school programs begin with our AmeriCorps College and Career Coach team. They build college and career awareness with 7th and 8th grade students. This is a critical foundation for students to understand the potential of attending college. Our next priority is to ensure students remain academically eligible. This is where our 9th and 10th grade HERO program comes into play. Our HERO advisors provide career exploration, field trips, leadership development, and academic mentoring, including monitoring grades, attendance, and behavior. Students enrolled in our program have a new best friend in their HERO advisor who's supporting them through their challenges and celebrating their accomplishments. HERO advisors are a safety net, ensuring a successful transition from middle school to high school a point in time where many students drop out of high school. During the final 2 years of high school, our college prep advisors work with our students in all 5 of Tacoma's comprehensive high schools and at both Sammy and Soda. College prep advisors support students to a successful navigation of their junior and senior years, including the process of college admission. They monitor academic courses, completion of college testing, organize college visits, identify scholarship opportunities, and assist with the college application process, including the completion of the federal financial aid form, better known as the FAFSA. In college, we have a staff member at the University of Washington, Tacoma that serves our CSF students, along with all CSF students in Pierce County colleges. Her assistance includes assistance with FAFSA completion, community building, coaching students to make informed decisions about their academic and life decisions, and ultimately assisting each student with their college persistence. This is just a glimpse of the support and active engagement that College Success Foundation provides here in Tacoma. For the past year, the team has done a tremendous job in offering the support remotely via Zoom, Microsoft Teams, via email, calls, and texts. Our work sets the stage for a successful transition to college and into our students' future careers. Please give the CSF Tacoma team a virtual round of applause for the great work they're doing each and every day in their schools and for our students. I'm also very fortunate to have an outstanding regional board of directors guiding the strategic direction of the organization. Please join me in honoring Tacoma's regional board of directors. Adrienne Allen, Jody Beauvais, our board chair Diane Dimmer, Mark Holcomb, Mintha Heinz-Wilson, Jim Murphy, Jaquanda Nelson, Superintendent Carlos Santorno, Sharok Sadagaran, Lene Schellner, Mark Starnes, and Corey Strozer. Our National CSF Board of Directors is also a tremendous supporter of the work we do here in Tacoma. Please join me in thanking Virginia Anderson, our co-board chair, Diane Dimmer, our CEO and president, James Dorsey, George Bridges, and Jim Murphy. And the reason why we do all of this work is to inspire low-income Tacoma youth to earn a college degree. Thank you.
Now I would like to introduce to you one of the 2,100 Tacoma students College Success Foundation has supported on their college journey. Annika Thatch participated in CSF's Hero and Achievers program at Mount Tacoma High School. Despite the COVID-19 pandemic, she persisted in college to earn her bachelor's degree at Pacific Lutheran University in 2020. She is now one of the healthcare heroes working on the front lines right here in Tacoma. Her story is a shining example of how your support can make an impact. Please welcome our alumni speaker, Annika Thatch.
Hi, I'm Annika, and I am a College Success Foundation alumni. I'm a registered nurse at St. Joseph Medical Center in Tacoma, Washington. I was actually born in the same hospital that I work at now. My dad, he's a refugee from Cambodia who survived the Khmer Rouge, and my mother is actually an orphan who came to the United States to make a new life. They have 3 children, my older sister Nina, my younger brother Ryan, and me. They've honestly just given us the best life that they could from moving to America and not having much money and not having much resources. They basically moved here and started from scratch. Ever since I was little, my dad told me this story where I would always hold a big first aid kit around. It would be like twice the size of me. I love caring for people, and so I just thought, why not make a difference in other people's lives and become a nurse? My parents always told us that you're gonna go to college. They knew that education could get us to the place we wanted to be later in life. And since my parents didn't have that opportunity, they wanted to make it possible for us. Thinking back to high school and being a part of the College Success Foundation, I've had issues with, self-doubt. I've had rejection letters and failing grades, actually. Ultimately, at the end of the day, who was there for me was my advisor, Melody, from the College Success Foundation, and everyone that I've met from the organization to help me push forward in life. Whenever I needed her, she would always be there, whether it be snacks after college classes, or I need help with this essay, it's due tonight, or just filling out applications after applications during my senior year. She was able to provide resources and a listening ear whenever I needed it. My counselor or advisor for the HERO program, he helped me through a lot of essays, studying. He even took us on tours of campuses. I graduated in 2016 from Mount Tacoma High School in Tacoma. The transition between high school to college is a big jump. CSF was able to kind of get me envisioned to, you gotta get going, you gotta get studying, you gotta get writing on these applications. They helped me put baby steps to that big step. I remember getting financial aid packets from all these colleges saying, hey, we accepted you, but can you pay for it? They were able to kind of calm me down, tell me it's a lot of money, but it's an investment for your future, right? If you can't pay for it, here are these scholarships to apply for and resources to look at to help you pay for college. Me coming from, two immigrant parents, we didn't have the money, and my sister was already in school and college. They had to support my brother, and there's me. CSF was just there to guide me through everything and let me know it was going to be okay. Moving forward in my last semester of college, specifically when the COVID pandemic happened, was definitely a challenge. It went from clinicals at the hospital and classes with my peers to online Zooms and when are we ever going to get back to class? What got me through was definitely the end goal. Even though I wasn't able to walk across that stage, I still put on my cap and gown with my parents and my family there in our living room. We had just a moment to just celebrate me, and everything I've been through and everything that COVID has done just made my journey that much more stronger, I feel, because I didn't have that traditional experience. After graduation, I was moving forward, trying to find a job. I could have chose anywhere in the world, right? I could have chose another state, I could have chose another city, but I chose Tacoma just because my advisors always told me to give back to your community. Even my family was like, you gotta give back to those who helped you get to this point in your life. And the only way I knew fit was to be a nurse in Tacoma. Working in the critical care unit, I am with people when they're at their lowest and at their worst. And especially during COVID, they're very alone. And so I was their helping hand, I was their holding hand, I was there to sit by them whenever they were anxious or scared and just talk and listen to them. I think education does change lives. Education is just a way to build ourselves up and build that knowledge so that so many more doors of opportunities can open for us. College Success Foundation was able to make those dreams a reality. Gave me the resources to choose the college that was right for me. Not just me for my professional career, but me as a person. I knew that College Success Foundation was able to build that relationship within myself, and I knew I could trust them with my future. That ultimately led me to becoming who I am today.
Thank you, Annika, for sharing your story with us today. What an inspirational story of triumph, resilience, and manifesting a life that you envision for yourself. Our hope is that all of you now understand the impact of the College Success Foundation. And now we are asking for your support of this important work. Your donations are vital. By giving, you help sustain resources for our students. It impacts us in college exploration, where students now get a chance to go visit colleges to see if that is the right fit for them. It helps out with application fees and other things that are essential for our students as they navigate through the whole complexity of college access. We also want to say it helps out with programming, to have a physical venue for Tacoma CSF to be placed. So please understand your donations make impact. Annika, like so many of our alumni, is a shining example of what happens when resources and education are made accessible to all. I ask that you join us in continuing to support the College Success Foundation to help make this a reality for the next generation of students. With your support, $1,200 provides 1 year of mentorship for a high school student. $500 prepares a student with career readiness and exploration opportunities. And $250 assists students with financial aid forms, college and scholarship applications. Will you commit to helping our Tacoma students overcome some of the challenges we've talked about today? You can have the option to pay this off monthly if that works for you, or even give a gift of a stock if that is beneficial to your financial planning. Please keep in mind that due to the generosity of our matching donor, every donation given today that's $250 or more will be matched dollar for dollar up to $50,000. Thank you to our matching anonymous lead donor. As you have seen, your donation can make a huge impact. Please pick the gift amount that makes sense for you, or you can choose one of the other options. Any amount helps. Here is how we can make this happen. Grab your phones, get ready to send a text. I promise you, this is really easy to do. So, with your text screen open, text CSFTC to 44-321. Again, text CSFTC to 44-321. After you text CSFTC to that number, it will send you to a link to our Empowering Youth Tacoma Give Lively page. Once there, click on the donate button and make a gift that is meaningful to you. Thank you so much for your support and for making a difference in the lives of our students, our Tacoma programs, and our Tacoma community. Before we conclude this evening, we have a special video for some of our 2021 graduating seniors.
Whoa! My name is Steven Tran from Henry Foss High School, and I'll be attending the University of Washington, Seattle this fall.
Aloha everybody, my name is Kibisitina Semeli and I go to Foss High School. My plan is to attend BYU Hawaii in the fall of 2021.
My name is LeBron Smith and I attend Lincoln High School. I'll be attending Pacific Lutheran University next year in the fall.
Hi, my name is Blair Jacobo Guzman. I'm a senior at Mount High School, and right now I am deciding between UPS and U of T. My name is Evelyn Jacobo Guzman. I'm a senior at Mount High School, and right now I am choosing between U of T and UPS.
My name is Laquan Smith. I'm a senior at Lincoln High School, and I will be attending the University of Washington, Seattle.
We want to thank all of you for joining us today to learn about the impact of our programming and to celebrate the success of our amazing students. A special shout out to our 2021 graduates. We want to just take this time to salute you for the efforts, the courage, and the consistency to stay the course. We hope that this event leaves you inspired and ready to take on the rest of your week and maybe even the rest of your year, inspiring others to be the change that they hope to see in this world, just as CSF co-founders did 20 years ago. Be inspired, spread joy, and lead with integrity. Be well, everyone.